Hi, Kylie here and welcome to my plan with me for December 2022. So it's the end of the year, finally. In some ways I never thought this would happen. In other ways I still don't feel like we've gotten past the middle of the year. Time has no meaning now. It's really gotten very weird. So my theme for December is a little bit of everything to do with December here in Australia. So there's a little bit of Christmas, there's a little bit of Australian summer, and there's a little bit of New Year. So yeah, some nice bright colours, some really standard sort of motifs, but yeah, just a little bit of end of year-ish. So I hope that you're doing well, that you're sliding into the end of the year quite well. If you feel anything like me, then you're extremely glad that we're finally here and you might get a little bit of a break. I know that in other parts of the world this may not be the case, but in Australia, because it's summer, this is when we have the bulk of our school holidays. So it's where the bulk of people are off on holidays, and businesses don't tend to do a lot of work, or the sort of work that I do. So I normally get a pretty good break over December and January. And I have to say that this year I'm really looking forward to it. I really feel like I am sliding into the end of the year this year. It's been a pretty full-on year, but hey, that's life. That's how it happens. This is what goes on. So yeah, I hope that whatever it is, if there is anything that you do celebrate over this time of year, that you are planning on being around people who you want to be around and having a lovely time and getting a chance to catch up and relax and enjoy yourselves, regardless of what that actually is or anything else. We'll be having a nice quiet Christmas, which we have taken to sort of be doing a lot more than we used to. It used to be our sort of job to travel around to parents and family and everything else over Christmas, and we've sort of taken to moving those trips a bit and giving ourselves a little bit more time to just be here, because it's the worst time of year to travel. So yeah, we'll be having some nice quiet time. It's a good time together with us and with our gorgeous dog Lily, and getting some things done around the house, but also just some quiet time to sit down and create and just be, which I'm really looking forward to. I've had a really busy week in the last week. I had 4 days where I drew each day for clients, and whilst those draws were only sort of 2 to 3 hours, my brain is very brain dead by the end of it. Plus, most of them were in the northwest and the north of the state, which meant a lot of travel, and we have a lot of roadworks going on, and there are a lot of tourists, and yeah, I'm so glad it's the end of the week and we're at the weekend and I am back home in front of my computer and I can do this, which is lovely. So I included a Neil Gaiman quote here. I hope that in this year to come you make mistakes, because if you are making mistakes, you're doing something. And yeah, I just sort of, I don't know, I haven't planned yet for 2023. I haven't sat down and done that. That's what, not next week, but the week after, I'll be sitting down and getting some time to do that. But I just sort of felt like I needed to put something in there to bolster my courage a bit. And I'm not quite sure why. I don't really know what's sitting in the back of my brain of what I want to be doing, that I need to be a little bit more courageous this year. But hey, this is the quote I chose, so let's see how we go. I will be sitting down, as I said, to plan out 2023, because this is what I do in December. I plan the next year, and I also set my intentions. So I don't do New Year's resolutions. I choose 3 words that set my intention for the next year. It's something I got from Chris Brogan many years ago. I've been doing it for about a decade now, and yeah, I find that intentionality helps particularly when I'm doing things where I need to make decisions about the direction of my business or about how I want to really be spending my time and energy and those sorts of things. So I will be going through and doing that again, setting my 3 words. And because this is the end of this bullet journal, there's only sort of like 5 pages left after December, I will be starting a new bullet journal for 2023 as well, which means all those initial pages and sort of setting up all of that sort of admin-y type area, which will of course be included in the January video when I go through and put that up. Because I am going to continue doing these. I know I got to the end of last year and sort of went, I don't really know. I don't know whether this is something I want to continue to do or what I'll actually do with it. And I did sort of say that I was going to do a printable each month to go along with the theme, and that happened for a couple of months and then really died very quickly because I just do not know what happened with time this year. And, I've got a couple of things that have really gone by the wayside that I have to spend some time over this break getting on top of. And, I think I might need to look at that sort of side of things as well. But I will continue to do these videos. It was also interesting, I was drawing yesterday for a group of young people, and they were watching me do my wall drawing, capturing their input into things around education. And they were sitting there going, you should do Instagram reels. Like, this is amazing. It's just so mesmerising to sit and watch you draw. And I sort of went, blah, 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 let's get on to what I'm actually here to do. But it is that thing where I'm like, I do this and I capture this, but I've never really thought of capturing the stuff that I do for work, which I can't capture the work stuff because that's done for the clients. But I could draw other sketch notes and actually capture that. And then there's the stuff that I do as part of my just art practice that, I'm considering whether there are other videos I maybe should be doing or other reels or whatever in that process that maybe I should be doing to share a bit more of this process and everything. So if you are actually listening to the audio of this and you're interested in seeing any of that, let me know in the comments. And I'll have a think about what else I might set up to share and how I might go about doing that. I sort of don't want to overcommit at the moment because if next year is anything like this year, it's just not going to happen. So I'm trying to sort of spend a bit of time thinking about where I really want to be spending my time and energy and what I want some of that to be. And I definitely need to get a little bit of structure back in my day around a few bits and pieces. So I am maybe a little bit more disciplined about how I'm spending some of my time, which will be good. So heading into the end of the year, I hope that everything is going well for you. I know that in many parts of the world things aren't really. We're having another COVID spike at the moment in Australia, so it's fun times again. We'll see how we feel about doing all the things that we do, and it's just one of those things that we just manage through apparently now. But I hope that things are going well. I hope that you, whatever you do, to celebrate, to not celebrate, to be with the people who you enjoy being with and everything, that you're getting a chance to do that this year and that you're staying safe in that process. I appreciate you being here and watching these videos. I hope that you'll continue to do that. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Also, feel free to share it with other people if you think you have anyone else in your life who would like to just sit and watch some crazy Australian woman draw and ramble on about things. Not that I think any of you really listen to these. I think you just watch them, which is perfectly fine by me. But yeah, feel free to go through and do that if you would like. But I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you enjoy this. And I will see you in January for a whole new bullet journal and maybe a thought about theming the whole thing in one particular way. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'll see you in January. Bye.